Hello and welcome to another Phase 5 Phonics video. Today we're looking at the OR sound and we're focusing on reading. Let's start things where we normally do then with a review. Get your fingers ready for your first sound. First sound I'd like you to find today is the OO sound. 10 seconds, off you go. Let's see what you could have found. There were two words here, spoon and droop, both with a double O making the OO sound. Okay, fingers ready for the next one. Your sound to find is the ah sound. Ah. 10 seconds, off you go. Shall we see what you could have found? There were three here. You could have had start, star, and smart, all with an AR making the R sound. Okay, last one. Could you find for me the OI sound? 10 seconds, off you go. Let's have a look and see where you could have found it. Bit of an unusual one this time. We've got two OI sounds, but they're both in the same word, spoil. So you could have found it down here or up here. And both, obviously, because they're the same word, using the OI spelling of OI. Let's have a think about today's sounds then. We're looking at the OR sound today. And you've met the OR sound before with this spelling, O-R. And today we're looking at three new ways that you can spell the OR sound. A-W, A-U, and O-R-E. So notice the similarities. You've got O-R-E, which is the same as O-R, just with an E on the end. And the new spellings with an A, we've got A-W and A-U. So let's just quickly remind ourselves of what we need to do when we're reading a new word. We need to say each of the sounds in the word and then blend them together to say the word all together. So let's take this word down here. Listen to my example. K, or, core. This is a really straightforward word. It's only got two sounds, but it's really important to be able to recognize that all of these three letters make the OR sound. So by sounding it out and thinking really carefully about each sound, when I blended it together, I was confident that the word was core. Time for you to have a go at reading then. We've got 4 columns today, all different ways of making the OR sound, and as always, you can go across or you can go down each column. There might be some words today that you can read, but you're not quite sure what they mean. So perhaps if you've got an adult with you, you could ask them what the words mean. If not, why don't you write them down and then you can look them up later. So have a go at reading these words, click pause and then click play when you're ready to move on. Well done on having a go at those words. Let's look at our red words and then move on to some sentences. 3 red words today. We've got floor, paw and door. Now these are words again that we use all of the time. They're very common words. And the reason that we've included them today is because they have the OR sound, but they have an unusual spelling of OR in that they have a double O, which normally makes the OO sound or the sound, and then an R on the end. So all of these 3 letters, O, O, and R, are making the OR sound in these words. And because they're red words, these are words that you need to be able to spot, reading, or spell when you're writing straight away without having to think about them. So if you want to, you can pause the video here and just practice saying those words as well. Now let's have a go at some sentences. Here's your first one. So click pause on the video, have a go at reading this and look out for the OR sounds and then click play when you're ready to talk about it all together. Let's have a read then. He switched on his torch and yawned, pausing a moment to think about the cause of the noise. So let's read that fluently then. He switched on his torch and yawned, pausing a moment to think about the cause of the noise. What words can we see then with that or sound? Well, the first one is up here with an O-R spelling. That's the spelling that we've met before back in phase 4. Our next or sound is in this word here, yawned. We've got that AW, which is one of the new ones we were looking at today. We've got another or sound in pausing with an AU. The next one we've got, and the last one, is in cause down here. Notice some of the other sounds that we've got in this sentence today. We've got the oi sound that we've looked at recently with an OI there in noise. And we've also got the ow sound that we've looked at recently in about with that OU there. Well done for finding those or sounds. Let's have a go at the next one then. Here it is. Click pause, have a go, and then click play when you want to go through it with me. Let's have a go at this one then. The dog snored happily by the door as the scorching August sun beamed through the window. And fluently, the dog snored happily by the door as the scorching August sun beamed through the window. Did you find some or words? Let's have a look. We've got the first one up here is snored with that OR. We've got door with that unusual double OR spelling. Scorching, again, an OR. August is our next one. Now, August has got a capital letter, so the A is capitalised, but don't let that put you off. This is still an AU spelling of or, and that's our last one. Notice some of the other sounds we've got today. We've got O at the end of window with that OW, and we've also got a nice E sound in beamed with an EA, and also on the end of happily with a Y. Okay, time for the last one. Well done so far. You're doing a great job. Have a go at this one. Click pause and then click play when you're ready to go through it with me. Let's go through this one then. She launched the ball towards the net and scored. Her goal caused the crowd to shout and cheer even more. Let's have a look for those or sounds then. The first one we've got is in launched, and we've got an AU making the or sound here. Now the next two are actually a little bit unusual because they've got the or sound, but they've not got the spellings that we've been looking at. Think about this word here, ball. That's definitely got an or in the middle, which is actually just being made with an A by itself, which is very unusual, and we generally only find in the or sound when it's making an all sound, when it's got an L after it. Next one is in towards, and again we've got an or sound in there, towards. There it is, and it's actually spelt with that AR, which again is a very unusual spelling because normally that makes the R sound, doesn't it? But if you listen carefully, you can definitely hear the or sound in both of those two words. The next one is scored, and we've got an OR. After that, we've got caused, and that's an AU. And lastly, we've got ORE in the word more right at the end there. Okay, well done today. Well done on thinking about all of those or sounds. You've done a brilliant job. We'll finish things there. A big well done on finishing another phonics lesson. I'll see you again at the end of the week where we'll carry on looking at the or sound and think about spelling. See you then.